Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna review a video I saw. It was some video of one of my favorite content creators. Her name is Shan, and she was basically having a conversation with, I want to say he's athletic. I'm not sure if he's an athlete or whatever, but I only saw a snippet of this video because it was coming up in my reels, which is like 30-second videos. So let's go ahead and have a listen.
It takes 2.5 months to get a consistent erection, or 2.5 months until you even feel comfortable engaging in sexual intercourse.
No, I would say 2.5 months for consistency like I know I can be. It's embarrassing. It's frustrating. It's humiliating. It only happens when I really care about the woman, so that's the crazy thing. Like if it's just, if I'm in Vegas and I had a one-night stand, I'm Superman, which is weird. And it's wild because...
All right, so there's a little bit to unpack here. This guy is basically divulging this information to Shan, saying, hey, when I am not in a relationship and I'm just like hooking up with some girl, some rando, I'm Superman. So you're saying that you give the best of yourself to a complete stranger. Great. And now that you have a girlfriend, you don't know how to perform. Also, what? Like, he's going to give you some jibber jabber explanation to this. Just hold on.
There's so many things, there's so many factors to it. The first factor is like, I gotta console the woman that I'm with, which I would like to be consoled in that situation, right? I gotta console her, let her know, hey, it's not you, I promise you, your boy wants you, you know, not you whatsoever. But then I have to, there's so much self-talk that goes into it. I think for me, I get in my head and I don't want her to feel that I just want her for her body. And I overthink and overcompensate for so many different things. And I just want to love her and love her.
No, I just think that you don't really think you're that great in bed. I think that you've had enough sexual experiences, like one night stands, for you to say, oh, I can get laid. But when one of those girls actually wants a relationship with you, when a woman actually wants a relationship with you, you, sir, you fucking fold. It's like, I understand when he's like, oh, well, in that moment, I want to be consoled, and I want this, and I want that. And to me, it's like, if I could count how many times a woman has had a ruptured cyst or some type of pain, or they've expressed that something makes them not feel good physically, men have not been as consoling. They've been like, oh, wow, yeah, this isn't gonna work. Maybe he's nice in the moment because he might feel bad because he's not getting it wet. And by wet, I mean himself. So with that being said, like, let's keep in mind that he's saying that he feels some kind of way because he has to console her, while he also said that he gives the best of himself to a complete stranger. And when he's in a relationship, he can't do that. It takes 2 months. Yeah, it took you 3 hours at best to get it on with some rando? All right.
What is the ideal thing to say to a person who is not getting erect in the moment and is noticeably frustrated about it?
I would say genuine, keyword, bold, text, highlight, underline it. Genuine, because we can pick up on bullshit, right? Be genuine in how you respond. And your response should simply be, you know, to be honest with you, I just want to be around you. I just want to be with you.
Okay, so the response he wanted, and I'm sorry it cut short, but the response he wants is a woman to say, it's okay, I really want to be with you. Like, super genuinely. That's exactly what he wants to hear. Y'all, I'm not saying that men can't have these feelings, especially in a situation like that where you want to please your partner and you're having all these problems down there. But let's be honest, most men aren't as compassionate in the moment. Like, literally in the moment. Especially these guys that are like picking up all this weird red pill rhetoric and all this weird pickup artistry. They're more concerned about getting laid. And again, I think he is really just saying, when I hook up with a girl, a one night stand, I mean, I'm cute or whatever, but I know I can score. I get it in, I put it down. Like, it's like, halftime at a game, and then when I have to actually be in the game, a real game that's not just like a game that lasts 20 minutes, or it's not just a game that is for one day, and I don't even need to train for it, because it's not even about being picked. I'm already there at the game. There's no stress, there's no pressure. But then to be with a woman that you say you like and you care about, and you want her to feel doesn't she already feel loved and cared for? Unless you're not making her feel that way. And so now you know that if you don't perform well, it's going to be another mark for you. And see, women, I don't want you to date guys that are going to play these mind games. These mind games of, oh, well, my thing is because I just really care about you. No. You just been with everybody without having consistency. So you're telling me you only get to drive the car, you only get to drive cars like at basically you work at this place where you're parking all the cars. So you only get to drive these cars twice, right? To the parking space and back, right? But you don't have a car of your own. So you don't really know the responsibility that comes with having a car of your own, paying the bills, rotating those tires, getting those oil changes, doing that, because men love using cars as an example, right? So with that, I wonder, sir, did you really think this through? I'm not saying, again, there's legitimate reasons, like poor diet, poor sleep, terrible anxiety, drug use, watching too much pornography. These things can affect you. These things most definitely can affect you. But when you're saying things like, when you're saying shit like this, it's like, no, to me, that's you've only learned how to fuck. You've only learned how to smash. You've only learned how to beat it up. You haven't learned how to even have a consistent erection, being able to make love, go slow, be tender, be caring, breathing that person in. You haven't fucking mastered that, bro. You've mastered sweating and being in each other's neck and slamming each other all over the place and then jizzing. Like, that's to you is like, yeah, that's great. And listen, everybody likes to get their shit blown the fuck back, okay? I'm not saying they don't like that. I'm just saying you can't maintain the consistency because you don't know what it's like to actually have a deep connection, a deep sexual connection at that. Because if you're wondering if you're treating her well, if you're this, you're that, and you want her to feel like it's not about her body, then why aren't you acting like it? You can get yourself in a relationship. You can get yourself on a date, but you can't get yourself on into taking your time and asking this woman what she needs. And I think a lot of it is about communication also on the guy's end. Like, I think guys are so concerned about sounding or appearing weak when they're like, hey, what do you like? How you want me to do it? Just ask. You guys are so scared to just be like, how you want me to do it? How you want me to lick it? How you want me to bite it? How you want me to pull it? How you want me to... Ask. A woman will give you detail. And if she's feeling shy and doesn't want to tell you, you're like, no, for real. Just even say it in a joke. Or say it in like a character. Like, how would you like this character and this character to make love? Like, if you had a porno in your head, if you could describe it to me. Like, you have to get really like interested. And sometimes these guys don't come off like they're really interested in their girlfriends. I think they're just really interested in acquiring this experience while at the same time not actually valuing the time and the lessons and that person. Just that person. They just doing it for the experience. I was with somebody. I had a girlfriend for 4 years. Yeah. Did you even know when she climaxed? In that whole entire time? No. Of course not. Because you're too busy in your head. Lastly, when he said that he wanted to be consoled, don't you think, I mean, I understand him in a sense because there's a lot of like talking to yourself, trying to get your shit, your mind right. But it's like, this woman is already, women have to deal with so many fucking societal stares of judgment. She's already in your bed, your girlfriend who's not married to you, who you might not even be hooking up with protection, and she's about to give herself to you, and your thing decides it doesn't want to perform at that moment. After you've made out with her, God knows how much you've groped her, how much you've excited her and made her, you teased her to that point for her to get on and put on her clothes and want to be all ready for you. And she's already ready. She's already ready for you. And you get there and no? Yeah. I mean, for me, listen, if you're my husband, totally different. If you're my husband, we've been together for X amount of years and you've given me the best of you at the beginning of our years or middle of our years or whenever you can, then yes, I'm forgiving. Yes. But if you're just like, if you're literally just beginning of the relationship, this is what's gonna look like. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like when we're having problems in the marriage and you're just freaking out and you can't like figure shit out. Like when it's just something simple that's stressing you out, a trigger. I don't know. Like I feel like it would be a consistent problem. Even if he says that it's not, because again, it's like it sounds more. It's more about him. He's in his head. Who's to say he doesn't get in his head another 500 times while we're married? Or is it my job to keep your head inside and on the ground and focused? Is it my job to keep you out of your head? Is that what it is? Oh, that's what it is. Like, I don't want to do that. And I feel like girls already go through enough to try to make a man feel comforted emotionally when it comes to sexuality. And I think women need to be more comfortable with telling men, hey, this isn't good. Like, make no mistake, there are one-night stands that aren't that great. Like, I'm sure men like women have had one-night stands that they're like, you know what, I could have did without that one. Because it wasn't that great. Because it wasn't deep. It wasn't like, it didn't like hit that part of you that you needed. And it was more than just an orgasm. But in this case, your girlfriend, she wants to come. And you're like, sorry, give me a second. And you want me to say, you want me to say, I just really love being here with you. Ciao. The fuck out of my face.